I guess the first thing that comes to mind thinking about slow food, you know, the idea of slow food is preservation in a lot of ways. And so preserving a culture that surrounds agriculture, as well as preserving varieties in agriculture. Slow food does a lot as far as seed saving and preserving and saving heirloom varieties.
Right.
So we try really hard to grow as many heirloom varieties as we can, just to keep that diversity.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be the most personal response to slow food. There's a whole culture, you know, that likes to live this way, that likes to work outside, that likes to be small scale, that respects and appreciates food, because it, you know, once it leaves the farm, it has to go somewhere.
Right.
And so knowing that families or restaurants are working to keep that culture alive, keep, you know, respect this food, love this food, eat this food,
Yeah.
and really enjoy it. For us to know that our plants are quality, you know, we definitely take the time. We choose very selectively where we get our seed from. We try to support small family companies when we buy our seed. And then we start everything either in the greenhouse or just straight in the fields. So we know that our starts are organic and healthy. We know, you know, everything they've been through. And then they tend to do really well once they get outside, just because they've been cared for very carefully, you know, in their beginning stage, and we're good about keeping the nutrients on them and watering them, and it's been a really warm spring, so things are growing really fast.
Yeah.
Which is mostly really exciting. It can be a little bit stressful because it makes things grow faster in the greenhouse, and so they have to be in the field faster,
Right.
which is like awesome. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely things that we will buy sometimes that's not organic, potentially, like where it came from, like
Yeah.
sweet potato slips. But then we raise it organically,
Right.
and so then we, you know, I feel like we're still selling an organic product.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, there's a reality in what a farm can afford and what a farm can pay for, and then where, you know, where you can go from that. But it's all part of everything.
With us, and especially all of the slow food around here, you get to know your farmer, you get to know him people, and you trust him. Like, we don't use chemicals. I think everybody here doesn't use chemicals.
Pesticides.
No pesticides, no fungicides, no Miracle Grow, nothing like that.
So, I mean, it's a lot healthier for you.
Oh,
It
yes.
benefits you more. Yeah.
Definitely.
And you also, like, strike up a relationship with other
Yeah,
people. And
Definitely. I mean, we've made so many new friends. This is our second year being here, selling at the market, and we've made so many friends this
Yeah.
way.
I think the original slow food movement started in Europe, I think in Italy, you know. And I guess, you know, the basic idea is to eat real food produced locally, that, you know, you're going to get fresher food that way, better flavor, more nutritious, and to get away from the mass-produced, mass-cooked, you know, they cook it in one state and ship it to some other state and heat it up in a microwave, you know. Fast food, in other words. So it's an alternative to fast food.
Being a chef myself, I much prefer seasonal food, and I also think that it's a lot better for the environment. I don't think most of the farms at this market, we don't use herbicides or pesticides.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's easy to make.
it's hard to say. Slow food is a kind of broad topic.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it takes a lot of time to appreciate, I think.
My favorite reasons lately that really drive what I do is really knowing what you're eating. You know, really knowing what is in the food, knowing how it was taken care of, whether it was, you know, done in a sustainable manner.
Yeah.
Keeping the money in the community,
Yeah.
you know, that's a real big deal. It always was a big deal, but everybody knows it now.
Yeah.
You know, and
You know
when
where your
you're-
money's going.
Yeah, you know where your money's going. When you spend money in your community, so much more of your dollar stays there than when you just buy stuff at the grocery store that got trucked who knows how far,
Yes.
you know, how it got produced and all that kind of stuff. You know, now when I walk in the grocery store, the more I read, the more I know that I can't know what I'm buying.